not sure if I'm in St. Charles itself or one of the other towns around there or whatever. It doesn't really matter. I just got gas for the last time in Missouri. Next couple tanks are going to be expensive because Illinois is expensive. I am booked. I'm going to be at the Days Inn in Effingham tonight. Said means I got a little over 120 miles, I think, still to go. I'm going to stop in Vandalia at the Ponderosa to have dinner. And then, if all goes as planned, I'll leave out of there, I don't know. I'll leave out of there probably about 6:30 and hopefully be home by about noon. That's my plan, at least. That's my plan, at least. Now, whether or not it works, who knows. Hopefully get home before it gets hella hot. Okay. I went a little heavy on my hood sock, on the water on my hood sock for now. Because it's warm. It's probably, like I said, it's probably about 95 here. 93, 95. It's toasty. Next year, I'm leaning more towards, for next year, maybe just doing like a long weekend, either going down to like the Windy Nine or even over here towards like Lake of the Ozarks. Wouldn't be too bad. Bring the probably bring the camper and just do it that way. At least that's what I'm thinking, but that could easily change. But in exchange for that, then basically planning on spending almost 2 full weeks at Sturgis next year. Speaking of which, when I get home, I've got a plan out where I'm going to stay for the football clinic. I'll be going down to Noblesville. I just don't know where exactly I'll be staying campground-wise, because I was hoping it would be the one at Crawfordsville again, but it's not going to, because there's a week. Our schedule is a week off this year. It's just where everything is. So for where I'm going to stay, I don't know yet. That should be Columbia for 370 West, not Columbia or Kansas City, not not St. Charles, but whatever. So yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do next year. I'm not going to do so much. I might do a couple weekends after, you know, baseball season's over. Maybe just run down to, maybe just like run down on the bike after I get off work on Friday afternoon and go down to like southeastern Indiana. Something like, I don't know. But an actual long trip next year, I don't think is going to happen. Not the way I've done this year. Not on the bike. Now I could do. Now let me take that back. I could still do like run down to the Dragon on the bike. That's not out of the realm of possibility, but I think that's going to be one of those. It depends on just cost-wise. Does it make more sense to Does it make more sense to find a campground around Maggie Valley and load up at a toy hauler versus riding down there and getting a hotel? Because I'm just not a tent guy. If you are, hey, God bless you. Especially in that part of the country at that time of the year, no thank you. I would just rather stay somewhere that's got, you know, shelter, air conditioning. Yeah. What do you guys think? What should I do? Should I should I go down to the Dragon again? Should I go down to back of the Dragon maybe? Should I go to do the Windy Nine? Hello. I mean, I've done about half of them, and some of them that technically aren't on the Windy Nine, I think were better than some of the Windy Nine themselves. I'd rather spend 2 full weeks at Sturgis, or damn near, you know, than spend a week on a moto trip and then a week at Sturgis. You know, I could leave the house, you know, not super duper early, not probably, you know, I don't know. I don't know, because that's kind of the different thing, is I'd probably take 3 days to get up there. I'd probably, you know, I don't know, I might move, yeah, what I might do is I might leave early Saturday morning. I don't know. Or I might leave Monday. Yeah, I could do that too. I could leave early Monday morning. A lot's going to depend on what my golf schedule's like too. Because I think that'll be the second weekend of city tournament. So, yeah. that is I can do a long weekend somewhere. I mean, I still might do a weekend. I don't know. We'll see. The weather, if the weather's good, I may just take this down to Noblesville and not, I don't know. I'd like to do a weekend in the camper somewhere, just to kind of shake it out and make sure everything's good on it. And I could do that close. I can just go down to Vermont for that. I mean, she's, next week, and I can just go down to Vermont and do that. But I think we got, next weekend is kind of our in-between weekend, and then the weekend after that. Because today's the 21st, I think, 21st. So that means I could, hello. That means I could just, I can just go down to, I don't need to go far. I just want to go somewhere that's got hookups, it's got da-da-da. And I can just kind of shake down and make sure the water system works, everything works, I can clean everything out. And the week before the holiday weekend before the holiday would probably be ideal, because it won't be too crazy. I'm not 100% sure next year, though, if I'll be staying at the Pony again, or if I'll go back to staying at the Chip. The downside with the Chip is the damn mud. I mean, if the main roads were, if there were more stuff that was paved, it'd be a no-brainer. I'd stay at the Chip. Even having to deal with the poop truck, a couple times, every third day or so. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe, well, I mean, next year I'm probably going to Sturgis again. The year after is where things get interesting. And it's just because of where our schedule is, because in 26, yeah, in 26, Thanksgiving's as early as it can be again. So that pushes our football schedule up a week, whereas this year, Thanksgiving's about as late as it can be, and as such, we got an extra week before we start the season. So, yeah. Which is cool. But in 26, it's now early, so yeah, I'd have to be back. I'd only be able to stay for, I'd have to leave Thursday for, well, I'd want to leave Wednesday afternoon, unless there's an act that I really, really want to see. And because of that, I don't know. And because of that, I don't know if my better bet would be just to say, yeah, you know what, I'm going to skip 26, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I go to Laconia. Hello. Yeah, maybe I go to Laconia. Maybe I do Little Sturgis, depending on when the Harley Homecoming is. Maybe I do that. not stopped at, not had a detour down to Sedalia. I don't know if it's made any difference or not, but I mean, let's start with cheap things. That O-ring was $1.30. You know, let's do that first. And if that doesn't help, then I got the Bennett dipstick coming. It'll be here next week. It might already be there. I don't know. I'll have to check when I get home. So I'm not sure if they're building. They're definitely building a new bridge there. I don't know if they're building 2 new spans, maybe. They're just going to. Illinois state line. Kind of curious to see what gas is here. We're $3.19 in Missouri. I'm going to bet it's probably about per regular. I'm going to bet it's probably. I'm going to bet it's probably about 3.5. Illinois will be the most expensive gas I think I've had since I was in California. Well, Nevada. But Nevada's at the mercy of California for a lot of their stuff. Alright, my belly is now full. My downside with the Ponderosa here in Vandalia, Illinois is the whole reason I stopped there was for them chicken wings. And they're not putting the wings out on the buffet. They're carry out only, which sucks, but you know, whatever. And it was Friday, so there was seafood spread out, so it was a little bit more, but you know, it was still yummy. All right, I got like a half an hour left today, and then I'll have like 4.5 hours tomorrow to clean up. So with any luck, I'll be home by about noon, 12:30. Hopefully before it starts getting hella hot. I think I am when I get home. I'm going to pull out the spark plugs. The outside one, and just see how much oil it looks like on them. But all things considered, today was kind of a get it day, but you know, it was get it so that I would have less to do tomorrow. I mean, yeah, did I go about 100 miles more than I was planning on originally? Yeah. But this way it keeps you away from the casino, which sometimes with me that's a good thing. What is that, an old Cavalier? That's what it looks like. Alright, but yeah, I got like a half an hour left. I'm probably going to keep rolling it, just because, why not? It's only half an hour. Trucker's Pub? Oh, okay. I don't know if that's at like either the Petro or the TA or what. Chuck Wagon number 18. Okay. But getting back to the theme earlier for next year, yeah, I would love the ability to take a week-long trip. You know, hell, I would love the ability to take a month-long trip on this thing. You know, basically take a week out to run up to the Washington, the Washington coast, northwest corner. Then run all the way south down to San Jacinto. Be either the 101 or probably the 101/PCH. Then run 10 and 90. /90 south. To 75, then run 75 around the east side of the west side of Florida, down to the Keys, and come back up 95. So basically, first mile to last mile, go all the way up to Fort Kent, and then from there, I don't know what I would do then. But for me to do that, that would require me to match 5 numbers in the lotto, and the odds of that happening aren't very good. The old saying. So you're saying there's a chance? But yeah, more than likely next year I'll plan on spending almost 2 full weeks at Sturgis. And then maybe just doing like a long weekend or something like that. As for, I would love one of these days to ride to Sturgis and do that. I just don't want to spend, that kind of money on a hotel room. And I'm not a tent guy anymore. I did that stuff during the Boy Scouts, and I don't want to do that anymore. It might be one thing if I was going with a group of, say, 3 other guys, and we were putting 4 people into a hotel room, then fine, but with it just being me, most likely, yeah. Tomorrow, I guess, is probably we'll hit the highway around 7. Probably hit the highway about 7 o'clock. Maybe even a little bit earlier than that. And just try to get home as quick as I can before it gets hot. For so long. And part of that is I bust my butt so hard between my my regular job driving a truck, where I'm working 55, 60 hours a week, and on top of it my side hustle doing repping sports. I just run myself ragged, and I really like to have the ability to enjoy myself. And it's really nice when that works out. $16.81 to Vegas. I was just there. And I don't know though about just a bar that's got slot machines to say that. I would say your nearest regular casino, which is probably going to be from here. Well, it's probably going to be back towards St. Louis, but Yeah, I mean, it's either going to be St. Louis or Terre Haute, one of the two. But back home for about, like I said, it's like 5.5 weeks I think I go back to work for. Something like that. Back for about 5.5 weeks, and then I leave for Sturgis. But then I won't have another day off, vacation time until, next summer. I take all my time over the course of about 8 weeks. Breakfast spread unless it's as good as it was yesterday. But like I said, I'm going to more than likely look to just roll out like around 6:30 and try to make it home by noon. Hopefully before it starts getting hella hot. I don't know yet. I might go ahead and go to either swing by City or Valpo on the way home. Probably would be Valpo. But they got their big open house. Harley's got their big open house. I don't see myself getting rid of this thing. I got this thing set up exactly how I want it now. The fenders are really the only thing I kind of would like to get changed. Both the front and rear fenders. I think Paul Yaffe makes a front. I don't know if he makes a bigger rear one too or not. Gigantic cross that's, in Effingham, Illinois for some reason. Maybe? I don't know. Avenue of Mid-America, if you say so. I guess I was supposed to turn at the last one, but that's okay. It's fine. Fine. Is that the days in there? Could be. This is it here. Okay. Let's go see what's going on here. All right, we'll see you guys in the morning when we get home.